Sometimes, a simple question can take us to the deepest layers of meaning. That question is this: why does the Quran say all praise belongs to God? The Quran describes God as one, all-powerful, living, and everlasting, and it says all faces are humbled before him. But these verses are not only about power. There is a more subtle message inside them. They tell us that God does nothing by force. He creates nothing under pressure from anything outside himself. Everything that exists was created with knowledge, with will, and with complete choice. What does that mean? It means every being we see in this world is the result of a conscious choice by God. And because this action comes from God, it is beautiful, it is right, and it deserves praise. So, if we look from the angle of action, every beauty we see in the world ultimately leads back to God. But the story does not end here. The Quran does not speak only about God's actions, it also speaks about his names. It says, all beautiful names belong to God, meaning God is not only perfect in what he does, but also perfect in who he is. Wherever there is beauty, perfection, goodness, or virtue, whether in actions or in qualities, its source goes back to him. And this brings us to a clear conclusion. God deserves praise for his beautiful names and for his beautiful actions. And more importantly, whenever any human or any creature praises something, they are actually admiring something that God has created, even if they do not realize it. So every praise that happens, at its deepest level, is praise of God. That is why we say the very nature of praise and all praise itself belongs to God. But here, the Quran pauses gently. Even though all praise returns to God, God himself says, I am beyond your descriptions. What does that mean? It means our words, our understanding, and even our most beautiful praises are still too small to fully do justice to who God truly is. That is why the Quran quotes direct praise only from certain chosen people: Noah, Abraham, David and Solomon, and the Prophet of Islam, and even the people of paradise, whose final words are, all praise belongs to God. But when the Quran speaks about the rest of existence, the angels, thunder, and all creation, it always places one thing next to praise: glorification. What does that mean? It means everything is praising God while at the same time admitting you are beyond every description. And this is the final understanding. All beings, through their praise, are truly saying, O God, you deserve all praise, but we know that no praise is ever enough for you. And this is the highest form of oneness in praise.